obviously with Tanner out stepping into bigger roles, and now you get to play Air Force. What's the thought like, and what's the excitement level like for you?
It's exciting. I mean, I'm excited for every game. I mean, my role increased a little bit, so that gets me going a little bit more. But you can't get 2 up for one game and 2 down for another. So I'm kind of trying to keep it even keel and prepare like I always have, and get ready for this game. It's a big one.
Harrison kind of joked and said, Blake's never seen the Air Force offense. So when you see it, what stands out? And obviously, around here, that's obviously one that people don't love to see. But
yeah, it's different. It's something you don't see every week. So I mean, it's a new challenge. It's a unique challenge. But I mean, for me and for a lot of the guys here on the defense, that's fun. You don't get to play something like this very often. You like new challenges, especially as we pride ourselves on being competitors, and being a competitor, you like to compete with new things and new challenges, and so we're ready to take it on. It's going to be exciting to see what we can do against it.
With losing Tanner and then Joe, in the next game, how tough was that for the linebacking group to take, losing those 2 key guys like that?
It's tough because we're a real close-knit family up there, and you don't want to see any guy go down with an injury. You don't want to see any of our buddies go out and miss any time, and it hurts, and you just got to be ready to fill in. The biggest thing, you just want to make them proud. You don't want to fall off, and you don't want to disappoint them is the biggest thing. You want to make them proud.
I know the whole carry the flag, kind of next man up thing's big to you guys, but when it is 2 key, starters, guys like that, how much of a challenge is that? How much more exciting does that make it to try to live up to that level?
I mean, obviously you can't replace guys like Tanner and Joe Mark. Those guys bring something to this team that I mean, not a lot of guys can. And so for us, it's get in there, prepare, and you got to be ready to go in there and play your game within the scheme of this defense and fill their roles. You can't try to be them, but you got to be yourself and be the best you can be and help this team win.
Obviously, you and Tanner play the same spot. What has he been like these last couple of weeks? And obviously, it sounds like that the decision didn't come lightly to kind of shut it down. What's he been like lately dealing with that sort of thing?
It's something that he definitely didn't want to do. He's Boise State through and through, and it hurts. It hurts him. I'm sure it does. But he's tried to keep a smile on his face and help me out, especially, and help us all out. And any way he can, he's always helped me out on the sidelines, pointing things out of practice. I'm asking him tons of questions, and he's basically just filled the more mental role and taken a step back in the physical area and just try to help us out and do what he can.
He's talking about going on the sidelines and popping his wrist back into place and going back out on the field. I mean, were you guys aware of the last couple of months while he's been playing?
Yeah, I was sitting right there next to him half the time he was doing it. That guy's a soldier right there. I don't know how he did it. It's crazy. That man, I don't know. He's a different breed. He loves this. He loves football and he loves to play. And he was playing through some serious pain and he still got it done. I mean, hats off to him. And it's just. It was interesting, that's for sure.
We remember talking to you right after you got a scholarship, and you were talking about there had been times even just a few months before where you were thinking maybe this is it for your football career, and now here you are starting. What's this been like this year for you to go from a guy who was pretty unheralded to all of a sudden now being a starter?
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's kind of been, I don't know, I wouldn't say a whirlwind, but somewhat of a whirlwind, but it's been fun. I mean, really a dream come true. Going from someone that no one really knew who they were and now being a starter, it's been fun. I mean, my game's taking off because of it. I've learned new things about the game of football, just playing in a bigger system, playing around better players. It's changed my game, and it's just been fun to see how I've reacted to the circumstances.
Sort of a basic football question here, but how important is tackling in this Air Force offense?
It's most important, especially being the whatever ranked running team in the nation they are. I know they're high, and you can't let those guys get loose. So when you get a hold of them, you gotta take them down, whether it's one-on-one or a gang tackle. You got to get it done, and that's what we're looking forward to doing this weekend, tackling and getting them.
As a linebacker, I mean, knowing they're going to rush the ball as many times as they do, and only throw it a handful of times, when you see those numbers, know what's coming. What is kind of your thought?
It's exciting. I mean, yeah. I love playing up in the run. As a linebacker, you like being physical. That's why we play this position. And so when you're met with a challenge like this, it gets you going. You get excited and just kind of see what I can do this week and see what kind of ways I can help this team win.
For the team, to have so much riding on this game and have this be such a big game, I guess, what's kind of the mindset of the team? How excited are you guys to have it kind of all still be decided this last weekend?
We're really excited, especially having these guys beat us the last 2 years. It's a big game for us. We've been looking forward to this one, and here it is, and all the circumstances around it. We're going to do what we can. We're going to control what we can. We're going to prepare this week, get ready to take on Air Force this weekend and see what we can do and try to show everybody that we still know how to play and that we're ready for anything.
when you got here, did Air Force get brought up? I mean, just the fact that was the team that got you guys, and it was the last game of the year. I mean, was that something that came up very much?
We had talked about it. I mean, we really try not to look too far ahead or anything, but this has definitely been a game that we've been looking forward to, and like I said, here it is. And you know, as competitors, you're ready. And this is going to be a 12-round title fight for us, and we're ready to go.
And you guys have played some mobile quarterbacks in the last couple of weeks, but I'm sure none of them have been quite like this one. When you look at their quarterback, Worthman, what kind of catches your eye? I mean, the guy seems like he's been able to run the ball pretty well the last couple of weeks.
That man's fast. He knows how to run the ball. He knows how to get loose. He knows how to run that offense. So put those things together, that guy's dangerous. And so we're going to have to be ready for that, prepare this week, and get ready to take him on.